Live from Vero Beach, Florida, where the ocean sparkles Caribbean blue and the palm trees sway in the tropical breezes. This show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate, with 8 offices in Indian River, Brevard, and St. Lucie counties. And here's your host and your realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hey, welcome to the show. We're so glad you guys are here with us today. It's just a hot, muggy June here in Vero Beach, Florida, but we love it so much. It's the end of June. We're ending this month. We're going to get into July. It's only going to get a little bit warmer, but we can definitely see the difference. In the last 2 years, we had COVID, and nobody left. Everybody stayed in town. And now, Cindy, can you tell the difference? There's so fewer people on the street.
That totally is.
Oh, my God. I turn out of my street down A1A. You could roll a bowling ball down the middle of the road. It's awesome.
It is awesome. It's like it kind of used to be.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed season. I've always loved that. And I love all the art shows and the theater and all the stuff that goes on in Vero Beach. It's great. But I also like the off season.
Yeah,
it's kind of our little town.
Yeah.
We own our little town, and we love that. So getting very close, even though we're going to play Sunday, we play our radio show at 4 p.m. Tomorrow is the 4th of July for you guys today watching it. It's Monday's the 4th of July. There's the Boom on Lagoon. We can't go without saying that. Yeah. That is our celebration of fireworks in Vero Beach. I call it our little slice of Americana. I love it. It goes from 5 p.m. until the fireworks are over. Fireworks start at 9. And they've got so many things. Dale Sorensen is one of the key sponsors there. They're the title sponsor. They're always such a part of the community. I'm so proud to work for them. They're amazing. But they also got, at the Riverside Park, they've got food trucks, bounce houses. There's going to be live music. Kim from last week is very excited about her Uncle Sam Cam, which is going to go around the audience for people that are dressed up in patriotic clothing, and everybody's going to vote to see who they think is the most patriotic, and I guess they're going to win a prize.
$250.
That's right, $250.
Cash.
I know, right?
I almost want to dress up.
You know what? You would do a great job at that. I've done Christmas with you. Right. I know. You can get really into the spirit of things, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And then the pie eating contest I thought was kind of interesting, too. They're going to hands behind your back. I didn't know that. I thought it was like eat a pie, you know? When you eat a hot dog contest, you have to touch the hot dog. You don't eat it without your head.
The pie, and I always want to say it should be blueberry or cherry or something.
Yeah,
you just have
something
it like
really
everywhere.
stained all over your face. Yeah, that'll be... They'll be on the Uncle Sam camp for sure. So anyway, it starts at 5 o'clock. Bring your blankets, bring your chairs. Riverside Park. You're going to know there's going to be a lot of people over there. So take your time, relax, find a parking spot. There's also one up in Sebastian, Cindy, that I found out about.
I didn't know that.
And it's called their Freedom Festival Parade and Fireworks. Theirs starts at 8:30 in the morning. This is a party, okay? This is a long haul party.
That's like tailgating for the Patriots.
It said she's been there. So there's a parade at 8:30, and then the festival starts 10 till 8, and then at 9 o'clock, they're already 8 or 9 o'clock, the fireworks start. So it's fun. It's fun.
It is fun.
I do want to include our guest. I'll do a bigger introduction, but we have a best friend, a woman that I know and love and have known since the day she moved to Vero Beach. I think very close to a few days since she moved to Vero Beach, but she's been coming here for a long time. Let's introduce Julie Norris on the show. Let's get a little clap in there, Cindy. Here we go. Julie, there we go. Hi, baby.
Hi.
Hi there. Listen, the reason why I want you in this is because I always ask some funny questions, and it's 4th of July, so... I think I love barbecue. I love to barbecue. Cindy, you too?
I love barbecuing. All the time.
I know. One, in Florida, it's easier to cook outside, don't you think?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I just do. So what do you like? What's your favorite thing to do on the barbecue, Julie?
I knew you were going to. Okay, so chicken. We're going to do chicken, right?
Yes.
Yeah, chicken and ribs.
Chicken and
I love
ribs.
steak, though, too.
I do. Do you ever grill any veg?
Always.
Yes.
Yeah, just asparagus, zucchini, squash,
corn,
onions, corn.
I've not done the corn thing on the grill.
Corn.
Somebody
even
else.
roasted tomatoes. Yeah.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Cindy, what's your fave?
My favorite is to have, let me put myself on camera. Where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
Yeah.
Is to have like really, really crispy, the chicken skin. I know it's not supposed to be that way. That's my favorite.
I have to eat the skin.
And barbecued ribs.
And ribs. Okay.
ribs.
Yeah. Because ribs, you gotta smoke, though. That's a slow and go. You can't just whip that out.
You know what I do? This my secret is I boil them first. I parboil them.
I've heard that.
And
That's a
then I
very
put
up
'em on-
north thing to do.
Yeah, and crisp them up.
Yeah.
I didn't say
It's
that
not
right.
easy for you to say. No, that's good.
it
That's good.
twice.
I do some fish on the grill. I like
love it.
salmon.
Yeah.
And the other one that I do, because I can burn the bejesus out of it, is sea bass. Sea bass.
You wrap it in foil
Yeah.
first?
No, well, I had what I did, because you know your grills have the holes in it and then your fish gets stuck on it,
Yeah,
whatever.
you need the
I have this flat stainless steel plate thing that I put on, and that heats up, and then I cook it on that. And you can almost literally burn it because it's a real oily fish, like salmon is.
Right.
And yeah, oh my God, when I do the sea bass.
So do you
Jim
stay
and
home
James,
July 4th, or do you?
no, we'll go out and watch the
Okay.
fireworks.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what's going on. You know, if we get an invite, we'll go.
Then we go there.
What are you doing? What's happening at the Norris residence? No, I'm just bucking for an invite. No, but yeah, no, we're probably, you know, we just do whatever. It's just Jim and I, you
Oh, that's
know.
right.
So you know, you're always. It's not like I have kids to, you know, they want to go here, and a lot of times, a lot of that's like, oh, you know, your son's friend or your daughter's friend, and everybody wants to go. So. But no, it's fun. That's the barbecue question. All right. Today, our beverage sponsored by Chef Scott over at Citrus Grill House. What an amazing wine. It is a crowd pleaser in the house. This is Les Tourelles de la Crie. This is a white Burgundy from France. This is served at Citrus Grill House. It's amazing. Of course, white wines, we all like white wine. But this one is so smooth. It's so beautiful. It's that time of year. You want something cool. You know, you're coming in from the hot, parking your car, whatever. This is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Chef Scott. We love you. And Alex, who picks out all these great wines. You need to go see Chef Scott over at Citrus Grill House at 1060 Easter Lily Lane. They're right there by Humiston Park. You can have lunch or dinner, except Sundays. And they have a beautiful patio. And I posted a picture the other day that was there. They have a couple chairs like outside, like literally not even covered. And it's so gorgeous, and the water's been beautiful. So it's just a beautiful place to be. Thank you, Chef Scott, for the beverage. We really appreciate it. On to Dale Sorensen Real Estate by the Numbers. We're just about through 6 months of the year. And so week ending 6/30, that's today, $500 million sold in residential real estate. Investment includes investment, commercial, and vacant land in Indian River County. That's 758 transactions. So as you know, last year we did over $1 billion. If things stay the same, we're going to do the same this year.
I gotta do that.
I love when she does that. It just
crazy.
pops up.
Yeah.
It is. I know. It's down from last year.
It is, but still.
Yeah, because of low inventory. We all understand. We got that. But in Indian River County, there are 460 listings of single-family homes and 63 sold in a week. 123 condos only on the market and 7 sold in the last week. So, you know, we've gone from inventory. Cindy, I went back and looked 60 days. And in 3 weeks, we've gone from 3 weeks of inventory, from 3 weeks to 8 weeks. So more things are coming on the market.
Okay.
Things are sitting a little bit longer. The economy has kind of cooled things down, which was obviously the point of what the Fed was trying to do. But
Right,
it has
yeah.
definitely gone. It's still a seller's market for sure. That hasn't changed, but it's definitely put a damper on it. So anyway.
Well, it makes it seem a little bit more, I don't want to say normal, because it was kind of weird.
Well, it was like screeching halt.
Yeah.
It's really what happened.
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah, it was, you know, they always say they like to tap the brakes.
Oh, yeah,
But I
okay,
think they just ran into the car in front of them. it just
didn't even put the
stopped.
brakes on.
It just stopped. Like one of those, you know, commercials on TV where they got the dummies in the car. Anyway, no. On to a more serious note. I'm not sure if you know it, but June is Breast Cancer Survivor Month. Our guest on our show is a breast cancer survivor, although that's just one of the many wonderful things that she is. She's a mother of 5, a wife, a fitness instructor, and she has an interior design business. And of course, we've already welcomed Julie Norris to the house. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you.
Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Yeah. We were talking earlier. How did you end up in Vero Beach? How did that happen?
So let's see. My mom's been coming here since, the late 80s.
Okay.
And so this used to be our happy place.
Yeah.
We'd always come here on vacation. And I think, well, you all know that my late husband died.
Yes.
And I was a widow with 3 boys and moved here when I became engaged to Cliff. And so it was sort of an easy move.
You were familiar.
I was so familiar, and I'm one of 5. So my siblings said, oh my God, this is fantastic, because now every time we come to see Mom, it's like a bonus. We get to see you and your kids. And so it's awesome.
That's wonderful.
Awesome.
That's wonderful. Now, so 3 of the children came to Vero with you, and then you had 2 more children here.
Yes.
And then
Pretty quickly.
What's that?
Pretty quickly. They're like 14 months apart to the day.
They are very close in age. I know. But then it was right after your youngest, after Ford was born, that you realized that you had breast cancer.
Right.
You want to tell us a little bit how that all happened?
Sure.
Yes.
I think that's why I'm here.
No.
I had 5 kids, I guess, underneath the age of 11. I was on vacation in Harbor Springs, and, we all know that we're supposed to do the self-breast exams, right? So it was really bizarre. It was kind of like I was sort of feeling around and on my left breast, and it they do everything by like 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, I sort of felt this lump, and I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah.
I've never felt this before.
Yeah.
And so I didn't say anything because I think it was like day 2 of our vacation, of our 2-week vacation. I'm like, I didn't want to alarm anyone, but I knew I was going back for my annual mammogram in August.
Perfect. Back to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to wait because,
Sure.
probably nothing.
Yeah.
It's probably nothing, But in a weird way, I thought, where did this come from and how did this come so fast, right? How did I, and I had 2 fibroids, like adenomas they're called, removed, but they were completely benign.
Right.
So went back, they do a mammogram, they see it for sure. We go, we have a biopsy with Dr. Perry, and sure enough, I'm sitting there, it's like Cole's 10th birthday, and I'm talking to Dr. Margaret Weeks, and I said, they found this thing, and, I had a mammogram, and she went back that night and like looked. And the next day, sure enough, he said, he had biopsied on a Friday. The party was on a Sunday. On Monday, he had called us in and said, basically, it's cancerous. Right. So Monday night, I'm on the phone with Cleveland Clinic. Tuesday, I'm flying back to Cleveland. Yeah. Wednesday, I'm having full on MRIs and workups. And by Friday, I had a mastectomy. I mean, it was that fast.
Right. And
I think I was panicked because I had these kids and my first husband had died of cancer. And I thought, oh my,
as well, you should be.
It was like, I wasn't even like thinking day to day. I was just saying, this has to come out. Like I have to live. Like I have no choice. Right. So I just went into like immediate action.
Right. And I think that certain people do that. Certain people freeze. I think we're so lucky in Vero because it is a small town to be able to have enough people go and look at it, like friends, and go, I'm going to, your friend doctor's going to go look at it. And then they say, yes, you came from Cleveland. So that was familiar.
And my dad was a doctor and my mom was a nurse. So it was super familiar to go back there.
Yes.
And it was sort of like Cliff could hold down the fort here, while my mom could take care of me and just focus on what needed to be done at that time.
Did you have to bring the baby with you?
No.
No, Ford. You didn't need to. He was
like Cliff came to be with me during, the
of course
whole surgery, et cetera. But then he would fly back to be with the kids. And then I think I stayed for 2 weeks and I came home and then it all begins. You know, you just take action. You have to.
Exactly. And you fight. I mean, that's the thing. And I think for anyone that I've ever known or spoken to, it's like you just commit. Yeah, I've got 5 kids. Right. And the 3 of them are lost their dad. They're not going to lose their mom.
Well, that was my biggest thing. I was like, oh my, because I was the caregiver for my husband, right? Yeah. I mean, not as a physician, but as a nurturing mother and wanting him to stay alive, but you have to have hope, right? That springs eternal and saying, oh my gosh, we have to keep him alive. But, God had another plan. So when I found out, I was like, okay, this is not happening. Like there's no way. I mean, there's shock, there's fear, there's anger, there's a little bit of grief. I mean, let's face it, it's like, it's not really just a breast loss. Like you're amputating your breasts off. I mean, let's be honest, right?
No question. 3 ladies in the room. We can all
I'm not trying to be funny. Like, it's just, it's the truth,
It
right?
is. It's very part of your feminine life.
So much that goes through you emotionally, physically, mentally when that happens. I mean, so much more I could say, but.
Well, and so my question becomes then, as you know, I don't know if you want to be called a survivor or you know, what are your, you know,
we're all survivors, right? Every day we're trying to survive life.
I said that.
That's honest to God. We are all survivors. What did you call the name of
the show?
I called it Celebrating Survival.
Celebrating Survival.
I love it.
Because we're all having to survive something, right?
Exactly.
Everybody's got something. And I say that with the fact that I'm in so much pain every day with, you know, backs and hips and, you know, stuff like that. I mean, everybody is. Everybody
Absolutely.
is. But you have to find a way and a reason. And I think your family was the reason, you know, I mean, your fabulous family, of which I know all of them. I want to talk just a little bit about the kids. So we get your oldest is Cole, and Johnny is John. That's right. Yeah. And John is where now?
He's home actually for an internship this summer, but he is, it's all remotely.
Yeah. You know, everything's remote now. Yeah.
And so he's getting his master's. He's a grad assistant at a D3 school in New York.
Unbelievable.
Doing filming and you know, just sports marketing, and he's trying to
what he's always wanted to do.
His ultimate, probably perfect job that he would ever get would be with the MLB or the NFL or something like that.
There you go.
We'll see what happens.
He's always been into sports.
Yeah, he loves sports.
He does.
I mean, he used to know every stat from every player, every team. I mean, you couldn't even ever not. He would never not know the answer.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
I mean, it was incredible.
Exactly. And then there's Cole.
Cole's living and working in New York.
Yes.
Best life.
Yes.
He started working for free for this guy that did a startup, and I think for 5 months, and then he got the job offer, so we moved right away, and he loves it. He's doing so great.
Yeah.
And
Bennett
got his master's in accounting. He's in Washington working at Deloitte. Callie's and Bennett will be with James, this weekend in Maine with the quintessential, lobster and bakes for, 4th of July this weekend.
Yeah.
And then Callie's leaving for Michigan.
Yes, on a lacrosse scholarship. Again, not smart,
baby girl,
and not talented.
Only girl.
I know our only girl.
And then Ford will be a senior. So I'm like still not an empty nester.
No.
But it's okay. I'm going to hold on to this as long as I can.
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, we need to take a break. We're going to talk about a couple properties when we get back for Dale Sorensen Real Estate, and then we'll wrap it up with Julie at the end. See you in a little bit.
Don't wait till you're in the path of a storm to gather supplies. Visit Sturgis Lumber and Hardware. Sturgis has everything you need to be prepared. Visit SturgisLumber.com. 4 generations strong. Sturgis Lumber and Hardware. More than just lumber.
Timber! Upgrade your water. Let Affordable Water give you a free, no-obligation quote to replace your equipment. You might even be able to trade in your existing equipment. There's never been a better time to upgrade.
Affordable Water.
The Boom is back. Boom on the Lagoon. A day of music, fun, and fireworks. Presented by Mulligan's Beach House and Dale Sorensen Real Estate. The fun starts at 5 o'clock on the 4th of July at Riverside Park in Vero Beach. With music by Johnny and the Blaze, food trucks, and contests galore. Brought to you by the City of Vero Beach, Indian River County, A Better Solution Insurance, Creative Floors, and Evergreen Media. Boom on the Lagoon. The 4th of July fireworks celebration at Riverside Park in Vero Beach.
Are you becoming a realtor, contractor, mold remediator, guardian? In the state of Florida, these and many other industries require a Level 2 live scan background check for clearance to work in your industry. A1A Fingerprints is your certified live scan source from Broward to Brevard. And if you're a medical provider, you need to be registered on the ACA web portal. A1A Fingerprints will help you navigate and comply with the law. Call 772-494-6556 or visit A1AFingerprints.com. A1A Fingerprints.
The Boom is back. Boom on the Lagoon. Lagoon. A day of music, fun, and fireworks. Presented by Mulligan's Beach House and Dale Sorensen Real Estate. The fun starts at 5 o'clock on the 4th of July at Riverside Park in Vero Beach with music by Johnny and the Blaze, food trucks, and contests galore. Brought to you by the City of Vero Beach, Indian River County, Lulich and Attorneys, Sunshine Furniture, and Evergreen Media. Boom on the Lagoon. The 4th of July fireworks celebration at Riverside Park in Vero Beach.
Hey guys, we are back and we got two beautiful properties here from Dale Sorensen Real Estate. This one actually is on South Hutchinson Island, and we've got a team with our company that's starting to go down there a little bit. It blows me away because this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. It's concrete block. It's on the 3rd floor. It's direct oceanfront for $550,000. In Vero Beach, you can't touch anything on the ocean for almost under $1 million. And this is a beautiful spot and actually has access to Ocean Village. And Ocean Village is a large community down there. They've got tennis courts and par 3 golf courses, swimming pools, shuffleboard. It's a pretty active community. For $550,000, I think if you're interested in that area, you can still call Dale Sorensen Real Estate. We can get you into that area. Actually, I just joined the board down there, so I'm looking to get into that as well. The next listing is my listing, Lori Davis. I got a new listing. This was somebody, Realtor for Life. They bought this from me in 2019 or 2017, and now the babies have grown up. They can't come down as much. The kids are in soccer, all of that, where they used to be able to come all the time. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath condo at Province Bay. So if you live in Vero, this is the one that's right there on 12th Street and Indian River Boulevard. One of my aerial shots that I sent it's like right behind the lagoon. I mean, the lagoon's right there, 2 minutes to the bridge, to best beaches, all that's on the beach, shopping in Miracle Mile, the Riverside Theater, all that. There's so much to offer here. This is listed for $410,000. So again, whether you buy it to live in it, whether it's a snowbird purchase, or whether you buy it to have it as a rental, they rent for about $2,200 to $2,500 a month. If you're interested in buying or selling real estate, you know what to do. Call me, Lori Davis, at 772-538-1828, and I will be your realtor for life. And there you go. So, Julie, I wanted to ask you, the second thing and the second way that you and I know each other was I got my real estate license. And you told me, do you remember this story?
I think so.
We were in a spin class, and I said, yeah, I got my real estate license, and I'm thinking about getting my, I've got my license. I'm not sure really what I want to do. And you're like, oh, well, Cliff he needs an assistant. Do you think you'd like to do that? And I said, yeah, I would. And Cliff worked for Dale Sorensen Real Estate at the time. Now he has his own company, Cliff Norris, and he does a fabulous job. And that's where I ended up getting with Dale Sorensen 16 years ago because of you.
I remember that.
Isn't that funny? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You need an assistant. That's right. It was like exactly 2 minutes away from our homes.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So, all right. So we've only got a couple more minutes. We got 2 minutes. What do we think? What do people need to know when they find themselves in that situation? Is there something that you can tell them, the best thing that you remember?
Great question. Yeah. Great question. I think the first and foremost is, and I heard this from my late husband's oncologist, was fear not.
Okay.
Like, you will be okay.
Right.
There's just a flood of emotions that goes through you, but just take it one day at a time. And I know that sounds cheesy and cliche, but really just be kind to yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, find your team, mm-hmm. Be it the best doctor, surgeon, nutritionist, therapist, and it's okay to not be okay. We all know that, right?
Right.
And it's okay to just be kind to yourself and just give yourself love and just know that, like, there's definite grief going on and mm-hmm. you're going to go through stages, but you can do this and you will survive.
Yeah.
16 years.
16 years. That's what I'm saying. Years. I mean, thank you, Cindy. Hit that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm like, I really want it. No, we really, it's so true. And I just want people to know that there is, you can get through this.
Yes.
Because everybody thinks it's a death sentence. I don't mean to say it like that.
No,
and it's
I know.
not. It's really not. And so but like you said, you have to take action. You have to get your team together. You have to go that extra mile. So anyway, everybody, we are so glad. Julie Norris, thank you for being with us today. We love having you in the studio. We'll bring you back. Maybe you could tell us a few more stories.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. We'll see you next week. Happy 4th of July. And be safe out there, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.